Hey guys, so welcome back to Going Public. You guys are so amazing. Thank you guys so much for the feedback that I've already got. Thank you guys for the comments. I'm just, just overjoyed by the DMs and the shares. And, I can't wait for you guys to continue to rock with me and to hear my story as we're digging a little bit more deeper into, I guess my truth, like I said before, this is not a video to bash my husband. I love my husband. I love him to death. And I'm not here to allow anyone to try to discredit him, try to put his name out there in a negative light. I know I've received some messages of people which I knew already. People are trying to understand why I'm coming out, why I'm saying things, why I'm talking about my marriage. But I feel like I am in a generation where I'm from a generation where, a lot of people go online and say negative things about marriage, right? When I went through when I went through my struggles, there was a time where I did go on YouTube and I typed in, I put in the search engine, for example, when is it okay to get divorced? Number one. Number two, if he cheats, should you stay? And I received some videos. Is it okay for a Christian to get divorced? So all these kind of questions, I did research them on YouTube. Don't get me wrong, I did. I researched them, and as I was going through the videos, there's a lot of videos where women are leaving, where men are leaving, where divorce is, the immediate response. And then there's also videos of women who have stayed. But for me, it was more so myself. It was more so figuring out me, him figuring himself out, figuring out our dynamic, figuring out our purpose together, right? Because I do believe that, I do honestly believe that had I divorced my husband and gone my separate way, I probably still would have been good off, right? He probably would have still been good off. But together, what is it that God wants to do for us together? I'm not sitting here saying that it's okay to get divorced. And I'm not sitting here saying that it's not okay to get divorced. Every marriage is different. Everybody goes through their different obstacles. Everybody goes through the different trials and the different tribulations. Everyone goes through their own ups and downs and their good times and their bad times. I'm not here to tell anyone what to do with their marriage. I'm just here to encourage someone who may have gone through what I've gone through and wasn't able to have that person to hear their story. Because let me tell you something. Everyone has a story, whether it's a good story or whether it's a bad story. Everyone has a story to tell. Now, does everybody have the strength? Does everyone have the platform? Does everyone have, the ability? Does everyone even want to share their story? Absolutely not. But I do. I do. So please, just hear me. And if it's not going to bless you, then move it along and share it with someone who you feel like it may bless. But if it's something that you want to hear, stick around and hear my story. Stick around and hear that there is a way out. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. That I believe so in the beginning? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But there is, and there was, and there will be one for you, right? Okay. So, year 2, let's go back again and welcome back. We're going to talk about the big boom, the big bomb, right? That occurred in my life. So 2019, I remember it was December of 2019. Everything happened in December, right? December 2019, I believe I was at church. I think I was at church, yeah. And it was at the end of December. I found out some really horrible news that really it took a toll on my life for sure. It took a toll on my life at that moment, when you feel like you've been through depression, like I said before in my previous video, the depression of not feeling good enough because of my weight, not feeling good enough because I had these miscarriages in my face and all these things. So 2019, God blessed me with my baby, Josiah. Josiah was born in April of 2019. And at that moment, I felt like my life was getting a little bit better. I will say that my life was getting a little bit better. My weight was still going up and down because, obviously I just had a child. My face, it was to the roof at that moment. After I had him, my acne got even worse. So I was still dealing with a lot of low self-esteem. My weight was still, like I said, going up and down. But as far as my marriage, towards the end of 2019, at that time, it was actually getting a little bit better. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I felt the communication was getting a little bit better. I felt like Josiah coming into the world was a blessing. And that's why I named him Josiah, because Josiah means Jehovah has healed. Not only did I feel like he had healed me physically, obviously he healed me by allowing me to have, to be a mother, but he also healed, I feel like he did heal my marriage. Josiah coming into the world was truly a blessing. So when I thought everything was coming, good, I just really believed that God was wanting to just start new. Just start everything new in our marriage. And with starting everything new, all truths had to come out. All realities had to come about. I truly believe that God did not want us to go into 2020 with lies, with secrets, with all these things happening. And then we pray and say, okay, 2022, we're gonna start our lives new. Everything had to come out of the closet, and it did. In 2019, December 2019, I did find out that my beautiful husband was having an affair. He met a woman. I'm not gonna go into detail because, like I said, I'm still gonna protect him regardless of what mistake happened. He met a young woman around the time that all the craziness was happening. So 2017, I believe. 2018 is when he met this young woman, and at the time, he didn't know himself. I didn't know myself, like I said before. There was no communication happening. There was no foundation. There was no foundation in the marriage. We didn't start off with a good foundation. And I'm not making any excuses for him. Whatever happened is wrong. It is wrong. No woman should ever have to hear that their husband is having an affair. No woman should ever have to endure that pain. But at the same time, for me and my story, I'm not gonna say I understood where he came from, because nothing makes it right. But I guess he was going through his own thing, and because I wasn't there to fill that void of whatever he was dealing with, he found it in another woman. And so yes, he did have I found out that he was having an affair. My initial reaction, I was crushed. I'm a very, very emotional person. When you see me, I'm always smiling, but behind my smile, I hold a lot of hurt. I can hold my emotions with a smile. Some people may say I have a sarcastic smile. Some people may say, okay, she's always happy, not knowing what it is I deal with behind closed doors. So at this point, I just found out that the love of my life, the person that I held to my heart, my love with Joe, the reason why I call it the Romeo and Juliet love is because when we first started our relationship, it didn't start off good. As far as like families, the family over here didn't want me to be with him. His family didn't want him to be with me. It was so much clutter, it was so much, it was a lot of mess. But I felt like our love was so strong. It was so beautiful, it was so powerful that we were able to break, all of, I'm not gonna say the curses, all of the stereotypes, Oh no, he's a Muluba, she's from Bandundu, they can't be together, blah, 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 this tribe and that tribe, whatever the case may have been. Oh no, you can't marry somebody from their tribe because they beat their wives, they cheat on their wives, they have second wives. I'm like, whatever it is that y'all saying, my boo don't do that. my boo is different. My Joe is different. He's special. He's a masterpiece. He was created for me. God created him for me. That's the image, that's the thought that I had for him for all the years, you know? Cheating was never in my mind. Whatever we were going through in the house, the lack of communication, the distances where sometimes, you know, we would go a couple of days, you know, not really even speaking to each other because there was just so much going on in the house. Never, ever, ever, ever did it even hit me. That's what I'm saying when I'm saying, I guess some people may say I was being naive. Literally, the signs were there, but the signs never added up in my mind that would be happening or that would be taking place, you know. But it was clear as day, to the point that I would even have dreams about it, and I'll wake up and be like, oh no, that man ain't cheating on me. But it's crazy when you are spiritually dead and God is showing you things. God is putting things like right in front of you, like the signs are there, the red flags are there, and you are so spiritually dead. I promise you, you will miss the signs. I missed every sign, and it's crazy looking back now that I'm really like looking back and I've developed my relationship with God and praying back, and I'm like, God, man, you showed this to me this year. I remember this day. I remember this day. I remember that. Had I had been spiritually like there, I don't think I would have been where we are today. I think I would have ended whatever it is that happened. I would have ended it a long time ago. But like I said again, my foundation, my spiritual life, me knowing who I am, it was dead and gone. So I didn't see it coming. So I found out that he was having an affair. Like I said, I'm very emotional. I'm very, very emotional. I broke down. Not like you couldn't even imagine. Did I file for divorce? Yes, I did. Well, I tried to. I did file. I did fill out every paperwork. I was like, oh no, we're done. Did I, do everything like a crazy woman would do? I did. Did I try to contact the other person? I did. Did I try to strangle him? Probably. That's not. I don't get physical, but I did. Everything that a woman could do at that moment when she's at her lowest, I did go through those emotions. I did go through those actions. I did go through all of that. And was I angry at God? Absolutely. I was like, God, look, you are allowing too many things to go down in my life. And enough is enough. I am sick and tired. Did I have suicidal thoughts? Absolutely. Did I attempt suicide? Absolutely. Ladies, when you are at the bottom, you get to a point where you feel like there's no way out. I got to a point where even looking at Josiah, right? Even looking at him, I'm like, I don't need to be in this world. Like, no, I don't need to be here. What is my purpose? For me to just keep enduring pain after pain, and then when you give me something good, you allow me to go through pain again? Absolutely not. God, if you don't stand up in my life, if you don't show me something, if you don't show me even like a little bit of a light that you are here, I'm gone. I'm gone. And I remember New Year's Eve, 2019, I remember crossing over to 2020. I decided to go to another church where my sister was going, and I remember falling on my knees and crying hysterically and saying, God, here I am. Here I am. God, if you don't do something in my life, that's it. I remember driving to the cemetery to go see my father. I remember just laying there at the cemetery on his tombstone, just laying there, crying and saying, why me? I remember just like saying, this is it. This is it. God, take me. Just take me. Like, I don't have anything else to do. I don't have any more energy. I don't know who I am. I don't know what I'm supposed to do in this life. Everything has been stripped away from me. Everything. At that moment, I felt like that betrayal from someone that you love so much has been stripped away from you. You feel empty. You feel like your life is literally done. And I laid there at the cemetery and I cried and I cried and I cried. And I apologized to my father and I said, Daddy, I'm sorry, but this is it for me. And I got in the car and I drove so quick. I pushed on the gas and I said, this is it. I said, Josiah, I love you. I pray that he takes care of you. I pray that you live a good life. Mommy got to go because this is it for me. And as I was driving, you know, we serve a good God. God is not dead. And God is not dead. He's alive. He is truly alive. And a verse came to my mind. And like I said, I was spiritually dead, right? So like I'm not no Bible expert, no Bible guru who knows all the scriptures and everything, but a verse came into my mind. The verse hit me. And it was Ecclesiastes 4:12. Ecclesiastes 4:12. And the Bible says that the cord of 3 strands is not easily broken, right? So at the time, I kept hearing it, and I kept hearing stop, and I kept hearing I'm here for you. Guys, I almost drove over a cliff for this man. I was gonna end my life for a man. But at that moment, I had to realize that it's my life. It's me. It's Betty. Before I was Betty D2. Before the D2 was added onto my name, I was Betty first. That's my first name. That's who I am first, is Betty. I had to find Betty. And that's what made me put my foot on the brake. Yes, I was broken. Yes, I was hurt. But let's find Betty. Put the cheating aside. Put the affair aside. Put the woman aside. Find Betty.